Hello everyone. Here's some pictures. I wanna share it with you, oh guys. Here's a picture derived from EPA, the United States, protecting the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Okay, this graph on this picture tells us about food recovery hierarchy. Yeah, it's all about food reducing the food waste. Okay, let's take a closer look at this pyramid. Okay, in the top side, on the upper side, you can see the first layer of this graph, this picture, that it tells us how should we do and how the most preferred one is source reduction. Okay, we can reduce the burden of surplus food generated. How can we deal with the wasted food, or or how to prevent food wasted? The process is source reduction. We should emphasize on how to reduce the food waste by preventing, for example, buy too much foods, buy the foods more than you need to eat, or buy foods that are not listed before you go supermarket, or don't do buy impulse buy at the grocery stores or supermarket. That can save the foods and save your money. The surplus food generated, usually the reason that make it the surplus food generated, the biggest reason must goes to you can't control yourself when you are at the supermarket. You are attracted, you are catched by the beautiful foods that showcase in their aisles, and you are grasped. So you buy too much than you need. So the most concerned on this pyramid is the source reduction. Okay, the second layer, let's see, feed hungry people. This is the good way to make food recovery, to make food more usable than it really it can make food more meaningful than you imagined. Usually we go to the supermarket, buy foods to feed ourselves. Our goal is just to feed ourselves, but more than that, you can also help other people who are hungry, who suffer from poverty, from hunger. We can donate extra food. That means we don't need to eat, or we throw away. We usually throw away the extra foods. We throw away the foods before we even tear off the labels, tear off the package, the plastic bag before you even did not tear off or even bite anyone. And those are called extra food. We donate these foods to food banks. Food banks is set for the poor, the people who in need, especially for the people who suffer from poverty, who lack of money, who can afford too much. So we can donate extra food to food banks, help those people, and also we can donate extra food to food banks and soup kitchens and shelters. Soup kitchen and shelters also means we can also the different ways we share the extra foods with those people in need. We should know I think more than 1 billion. Some studies show that more than 1.3 or more than 1.8 billion peoples who can feed themselves with enough food. So many people are suffering. So why not we share our extra food with them? So it's good, and you can help people. You will be happier. You can help your society get better. You can help your country solve the problem, solve the social problem. So it's a good way to deal with the extra food. Okay, the third. Let's take a look. Big animals. Yes. Okay. You, other than the people, the animals, the other big animals. Another good way. We divert food scraps to animals' food. We can choose. We can classify different foods can classify different foods into different types of new fruit that for different animal. For example, we can divert some vegetables, extra vegetables scraps to a new form of food, and for cows, for rabbits, and for horse. And yeah, as an example, we can divert food to another form, into a new form. Divert food scraps to feed different animals, depending on the different types of food scraps were generated by ourselves. So we don't need to throw away the foods, the spoiled foods, or even the foods who are still not spoiled. So yeah, the third layer, big animals, is another good way. The fourth, industry uses provide waste oils for rendering and fuel conversion, and food scraps for digestion to recover energy. Yes, we use the foods as a new source of fuel, transform the food into a new fuel to or any other way, any forms. We and fruit scraps for digestion. Yeah, you can use food scraps as some types of fuel for digestion, and use the seed and see those scraps as a new types of energy. Industrial uses means you can set up a new supply chain that supply for energy, supply our and supply for energy that are based on the food scraps that are work or that make use of food scraps to work. Okay, the fifth, composting. That means create a nutrient-rich soil amendment. Yes, we need composting. We need the land. We can make the lands be more nutrient rich, or be more capable of planting different vegetables. We can nourish the plants. So we composting. We use the food scraps to create a nutrient-rich soil embankment, or more nutrient-rich soil. Make the lands return the extra fruits to the soil. And then finally, at last, the final, you can see the last one is landfill or incineration. That's pity. That's a pity that that means let's resort to disposal. We burn out landfill. That means we put the foods down below the grounds, or burn it off. That's a waste. So it's the latest preferred. Okay, guys, we can see, we can know, we can understand how we can see different ways to deal with the foods. I think it's very helpful and meaningful to our society, to our environment, to help people is the first one and second one. And third one is good. The first one is the most important, source reduction. We can save many social problems by source reduction, and many social issues and feed hungry people. That will make you be happier, and feed animals and save the animal's life. Okay, by food recovery. Thank you for watching.